Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night, and we're back in the Belgian world with this one. It is Duvel. And Duvel is an 8.5% ABV strong Belgian blonde. Can't tell you a huge amount about it other than it was about £2.53 a bottle in Tesco. It is a 330ml bottle, so not too much. And it does say, now, if this only really applies if you have the proper glassware, which I don't, but you never know, I might correct that if I get on with the style. It says, Duvel is a Belgian beer with a twist. Once poured, the finely crafted D at the bottom of each glass unleashes its own twister, a bubbly tornado caused by weeks of re-fermentation in this bottle. You have been warned. So, I'm expecting a bit of a torrent of, well, moisture, shall we say. So, I'm half expecting mess, so I'm going to reach over here and grab my handy Oakham's bar towel and use that to possibly protect my legs. Don't know if it's going to be a fruitless endeavour or whether or not I'm actually going to need it, but let's find out, shall we? Let's get it out into a glass and see what we think. So it's not too active upon opening. We're pouring into my Titanic goblet, and the pour is Blonde, which is a good start. Carbonated quite heavily. There we are. Okay, so it's a non-nucleated glass, understandably. Blonde beer, crystal clear, white head of 2.5 fingers worth. Looks all right. Looks all right. It's blonde. It's the right colour. So let's go for a whiff. Interesting. It's not really like anything I've smelled before. It smells boozy. It smells strong. I will say that much. It's just beer amplified with a little bit of something. I want to say almost banana-like. It's, yeah, banana-like little toffee notes. But amplified boozy. So it looks all right. It smells all right. It smells like it'd be tasty. Let's have a taste. Cheers. That's nice. It is medium body, obviously well carbonated, punchy. It is boozy. Straight off the bat, it's very boozy, and it's got some really nice sort of grassy notes, a bit like a strong lager in that sense. It's dangerously tasty, that. It's obviously boozy, and you've got a nice hit of the alcohol on the it's got wine-like notes as well. There's a lot going on in this one. There's a lot going on. It's balanced. You've got some nice hops. You've got a nice malt profile. You've got a pleasant bitterness as well. And it comes on the back end of your tongue. And it's really quite nice. Ooh. I can see why people love the Belgian style. And for me, you know, it's a shame that I'm discovering it now because obviously I can't drink too much in the way of alcohol because of my medication. But, I can see me sampling a lot more of the style. That is Moorish. Clean, crisp, hoppy, fruity. Slightly dry on the back end as well. I like a lot. I'm going to slow down on that before I polish it off. And it doesn't take a lot to get me absolutely smashed nowadays. So let's give it some points before we get that far. But before I give it some points, we're going to tell you what the Aid Memoir from Untapped says. And it's got an astronomical 337,000 check-ins with a 3.74 average. I think 3.74 is a little bit underwhelming on that score. I think we're going to give it some points and fill this one in, shall we? So, the appearance, first of all, the looks. It's a nice looking beer. It's blonde. It's got a lovely white head on it, and I dare say in the right glass with the nucleation points, that head would be retained a lot better than it is here. That said, you've got some nice lacing on the glass, as you can kind of about see. There you go, let's look on the telly. There you go, you've got some lacing on the glass. It's nice. It's a good looking beer. I can't fault it. It fits the style. So, I'm going to give it a full point. The aroma, I like. It's a bit difficult to distinguish anything in particular, unless you go in for a long sniff. And you've got the booziness, you've got the malts, you've got the hops, you've got a slight banana-like thing, and there's almost a little bit of clove going on. And you get that more as you go on. But the alcohol reigns supreme on this one. And there's a slight wine-like thing as well. In a good way. And I know some beers that smell of wine, they can be a bit sour. This is not sour, this has just got that kind of alcoholic grape thing. And I'm probably going to have all the Belgian purists screaming at me now saying that's not what you're smelling, but I like what I smell. It's not perfect. I'd like a bit more of the beer as opposed to the alcohol. I'm going to give it the 0.75. I like it. The body is all right. It's certainly decent. It's medium weight. It's well carbonated, and I'm beginning to understand that maybe the higher levels of carbonation is a thing with Belgian beer. But it works, it supports the flavours, it allows them to do their thing on the tongue. I'm going to give it the point. The flavour I really like. It's boozy, and I like that on a bigger beer. You know, when you're drinking an 8.5% beer, you want to know there is some of it going on, and you do. And as it sits in the mouth, you get that beer note. You get a nice balanced malt and hop, and you get those slightly banana-like things with a hint of spice. And as it goes, the banana intensifies. That's really, really tasty. I'm giving it the full point. Like I say, I can see why people love Belgian beer. And the finish is really, really nice. I love the banana that kind of intensifies as the beer dies in your mouth. It's just wonderful. I like it. It's crisp, it's clean on the back end. It works well. And you'd get just that little hint of banana-y spice. Yeah, I'll give it the full point. Which means Duvel from DUVEL MOORTGAT has got 4.75 out of 5 on my Untapped scoreboard of joy. I like that a lot. It's going to be dangerous because it's quite strong and I'm going to want more of it. I have to try more of the range and thoroughly enjoy them. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, be upstanding for this particular beer. But before I tell you more about it, just make sure you check in on Boxing Day for my top 10 trad beer styles of the year. And we'll leave it there. That's been The Beer. I've been Nick. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.